My bevel products come in on the 29th. All right. So in the next couple of days, I'm going to have my products that I'm putting into my facial hair and making sure that my facial hair is taken care of. I'm serious about this shit, man. I really want a beard. All right. I'll do nothing. I will stop at nothing, and nothing will get in my way from achieving that goal. All right, whatever I gotta buy, whatever I have to put on my face, however many times I have to shave, I will make sure that my beard grows full. Do you hear me? Shout out to Bevel, hashtag Bevel, comment Bevel. All right, we team Bevel until they prove me otherwise. Bevel, sponsor me, please. Welcome to All Things Entertainment. I am your host, William Thomas Alexander. And guys, this is consistency now. This is the second straight week of me posting on Thursday and Friday. I'm staying consistent. I said I was going to do it. And now I have a new video idea. All right, this isn't a movie review. This isn't a show review. I will be posting a couple of show reviews. There's a couple things that came out literally today. I'll probably say it at the end of this video, and I'll get a review out by Thursday or Friday. The topic of today's video is top 10 TV shows that you can watch on streaming right now. If you know me and you work with me, all I talk about is new movies, new TV shows. How good they were. Have I seen them? What do I think about them? My opinions. Well, I'm giving you my opinions. I'm finally speaking out and giving you what shows I feel like you should give a chance on the streaming, all right? I'm going to start with the honorable mentions. There are 4 honorable mentions because I'm not going to lie, there's more than 10 shows that you should watch. And it was hard to narrow it down to 10 of them, all right? But I have 4 honorable mentions. Let's put those on the screen. Bah! Breaking Bad. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, you've heard about it. If you've never seen Breaking Bad, you need to watch it. It's on Netflix. It's starring Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. I don't know what rock you've been living under. Maybe you're roommates with Patrick. But that is one of the most critically acclaimed shows since I was like 13. Nah. What year it came out? Maybe since I was like 15 years old. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch that. That shit is intense. It's suspenseful, and you're on the edge of your seat damn near every episode. The Penguin, same sort of feeling. This is a mobster type of feeling, all right? Taking place in Gotham. It is a comic book show. It is dealing with a Batman villain, all right? But it's a crime drama, heavy emphasis on the crime, all right? What's the Penguin's name? Cobblepot? Oswald Cobblepot. He is a villain. He is not a good person, all right? Not even in the slightest. There is not a single thing he does in this show that can redeem him as a genuine stand-up person, all right? This show had heart. This show had suspense. This show had action. And above all else, this show had phenomenal acting. All right? Colin Farrell, you wouldn't even be able to recognize him. Phenomenal. All right? There's a girl in here that plays one of the, what's it, Gambonis? I'm saying that so wrong, bro. But you know what family I'm talking about. That one crime family. Yo, she plays a crazy person to a T. Don't fuck with her. Next one, Arcane. This one's definitely not on y'all radar. Majority of y'all have not heard of this. Majority of y'all will probably never watch this, but I put this in the honorable mentions because I am a League of Legends fan. I will forever be a League of Legends fan since 2013. Shout out to Tyler Parenti putting me on to League of Legends in 2013 when I was 13 years old. All right, you can never, ever get me to hate League of Legends. Arcane is a show based off of that game. All right, you don't have to play the game to understand what's going on in the show, and that's actually what makes Arcane so great. Arcane is a great story with or without having to play the game. That's what makes this show. That's what makes this show incredible. On top of that, they have a voiced cast that is like no other. You got Haley Seinfeld taking the lead. I think Ella Purnell is also has a voice. She voices a character named Jinx. The story is great. It's following two sisters, how one sister has to take care of her younger sister, and her younger sister is always fucking up. Always fucking up. But the bigger sister, being the bigger sister, always steps in to save the day. It is a great story. It has 2 seasons. The first season is phenomenal. The second season, I would say, is not as good as the first season, but I think you should give it a watch. It's an animated show, and I think it deserves a run in your daily watch when you're watching your stuff on streaming. Last honorable mention, we have The Bear. The Bear is is heavy on drama. All right, there's a little bit of comedy, but I'd say it's heavy on drama. It deals with some very sensitive topics and some sensitive situations. Me working at a restaurant, I relate to a lot of the things that goes on in The Bear. A lot of the moments that happen in The Bear, I can relate to. For anyone that works at a restaurant, I recommend the show. That's why it's an honorable mention. It's not on my top 10. All right? Even if you don't work at a restaurant, it is a great show. It is acted beautifully. The cast is perfect. All right? There's a sort of pace, a very sense of urgency type of pace to it, which goes with the show because it is dealing with the restaurant business. And for anyone that works in a restaurant, you know you have to work with a sense of urgency. And that's facts. Now we're getting into our top 10. Those are our honorable mentions. I put those up on the screen. Y'all can go watch the trailers for them if you have not seen them already. At number 10, these are not in any specific order, so do not be in the comments like a little fucking nerd talking about how can you rank this shit higher than the other. I'm not commenting under that. I'm not replying to you. I'm not looking at that comment. I'm going to look right past it. Stop. At number 10, we have It, Welcome to Derry. Mind you, I've only seen the first episode. I'm dropping the review on Thursday. Probably today. It's probably today. I've only seen the first episode. I watch that show every Thursday. I'm late to the party, but the first episode had me like that, bro. Pennywise is not playing around. All right, look. Someone had told me not to eat anything before watching the first episode. I understand why. I took his advice and I didn't eat anything. After watching that first episode, I can understand why you shouldn't want to eat anything. It, Welcome to Derry is scary. And if you like scary things, if you like the It franchise, it's the one for you. It is fresh. It is on HBO Max. It is running through its season right now. Now is the time to watch it. Go watch it. HBO Max. Number 9, Barry. This is a deep cut. Shout out to my longtime friend, Nigel James Sadarkasa. He put me on to this show back in 2021 maybe. It's this show called Barry, starring Bill Hader. And when I tell you, I have seen Bill Hader in a lot of comedic things in the past. I know he can do comedy. His comedic timing is impeccable. What I have never seen him in before watching the show is I've never seen him in a role that requires him to be as dramatic, as serious as this role is. Barry, played by Bill Hader, is a hitman. A hitman, living a hitman life. He's accepting jobs and fulfilling the hits, getting paid. That's the life that he lives, right? Well, one day, he gets a bounty in order to kill this one dude at an acting class. And it doesn't even have to be at the acting class. His order is to kill this one dude. And the one moment he gets to do it is during his acting class. And when he goes in there to, I guess, figure out a way to go and kill his order, he sits in the class and falls in love with acting. I have never heard of a premise so intricate as that. So interesting. Because now you have a character that's dealing with his hitman life, having to take calls for people that are like, yo, I need you to kill somebody. But in reality, he's in acting class, reading a script, acting alongside one of his classmates. There are scenes in this show where my jaw is to the floor. Pause, no Diddy. My jaw is to the floor in shock. It's a funny show too. Like I said, Bill Hader has comedic timing. It is a funny show as well at times. There's some action in there too. It is highly rated as well. And it finished all its seasons. You can watch every episode right now if you wanted to. It is a binge-worthy show just because all of the episodes are out. Go watch it. It's on HBO Max. Next up on the list, number 8, The Boys. The Boys is hard to recommend to people because it is so raunchy, so over the top that it's hard to really recommend The Boys to any of my friends, all right? Because you have to be strong-willed enough to sit there and endure dicks. Pause, bro. Like, it's raunchy. There's naked everything, bro. People, there's guts and liver and intestines coming out of people's bodies. This show was for the strong-willed, all right? It's hard to recommend this show, but if you can endure that and you can sit and watch it, I definitely recommend. The Boys is a superhero, a realistic superhero take. What if the government controlled the superheroes in our society? Number 7, they kind of go hand in hand. Gen V, all right? That is a spinoff from The Boys. The same sort of type of deal. The second season just dropped. It's fresh. Go watch it on Amazon Prime. Staying on the Amazon Prime, number 6, Invincible. Invincible is one of those animated shows that's gory, has a great voice cast, and literally you can sit there and watch it and just love every single second of it. There's not a single episode that isn't worth a watch with Invincible. You're gonna sit down, watch that show, fall in love with Mark, played by Stephen Ewan. You're gonna see a lot of action-packed animation. Man, it makes you wonder how long it took these people to really animate this type of stuff, man. But with Invincible, it takes it takes animation to another level. Number 5, The Studio. Now, The Studio, I'm in the middle of watching, but guys, The Studio won 13 Emmys. Come on. 13 Emmys. That alone has to make this show on the top 10. It's on Apple TV Plus, okay? You can stream it right now. It's starring Seth Rogen, all right? It is a funny show. The point of view in that show is from the eyes of a studio producer who's trying to do his job the way that his boss wants him to do it. And his boss wants him to make a movie. But his boss wants him to make a movie the way that his boss wants to do it. And he feels like he should make this movie the way that he wants to do it. So you get to see it from the point of view of how a movie is made behind the scenes. And it takes a village. You need a whole group of people, a whole lot of people to make a movie. You can't do it by yourself. And I think what the studio does so well is showing the effort that it takes to really put this together. Showing how many people it takes to make this work. You add all of that with the comedy from Seth Rogen. Who doesn't love Seth Rogen? I tried to do a laugh right there. I'm gonna edit that out. That was terrible. Who doesn't love Seth Rogen though? All right, 13 Emmys. 13 Emmys. Get Apple TV Plus and watch it now. Number 4, Snowfall, baby. The majority of the people have probably seen Snowfall, so I don't have to say much about it. But if you don't know, now you know. Snowfall on Hulu. I don't know if it's leaving Hulu. It's been out for a while. All of the seasons are out. Go watch that. Go watch that. That is a piece of television that came out, for years ago that was that was at the top. And when it was at the top, it was at the top for a minute. And now you can watch the whole season right now if you wanted to. It's on Hulu. Go watch it. Number 3, you know I had to put a Marvel show in there. You know I had to put a Marvel show. And I would have put 2, but there's a reason why I didn't put 2. The Marvel show I put in here is WandaVision. All right? WandaVision, to me, is the best Disney Plus show ever put out. And there's a lot of bias that goes into that show because, mind you, WandaVision was the first project that came out after COVID, bro. When COVID happened and Marvel wasn't dropping anything just because everything was shut down, do you know, bro, let me come closer to the mic. Do you know how much foam was coming out of my mouth for this? Pause. I was waiting years, what felt like years, for WandaVision to come out. I wanted a new Marvel project to come out so bad that I was holding my urine until WandaVision came out. I didn't use the bathroom for at least 6 to 7 months. And then WandaVision came out, and I was free. I was able to use the bathroom again. I was fiending for a new Marvel project, boy. Bro, 6 to 7 months with nothing? With nothing? The show was phenomenal. The show had a sense of suspense and like, what the fuck? Like, I just, there was so much in the show that I didn't understand what the hell was going on. And I was in such awe because I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And since this is the first project coming out since COVID, like starting a new phase where we don't know where this story is going. Oh, it was a great start. And we know that, like, you know, Marvel has fallen off a little bit. I mean, to some people, not to me, but some people say they've fallen off. WandaVision was a great start. All right, not many people talk about it, but WandaVision is the best Disney Plus show that they have put out on Disney Plus. All right, and Loki is also up there, but the reason why I didn't put Loki on this top 10 is because Loki is a show where I do think that watching the previous stuff is really the only way you can genuinely appreciate Loki. With WandaVision, honestly, bro, just watch Infinity War and Endgame, WandaVision should make sense to you. Number 2, Ozark. I don't know how well Ozark did when it was still airing, but let me tell you, if you not have watched Ozark, I don't even know if it's still on Netflix. If you haven't watched Ozark, you need to sit down on an off day and watch the first episode. The first episode of Ozark was one of my favorite first episodes to any show. That is a first episode that hooks you immediately. If you have not seen Ozark, give it a chance. It is starring Jason Bateman, who, for one, when I first started watching this, I didn't know what to expect because Jason Bateman, to me, is a comedic actor. And there's nothing wrong with being a comedic actor. I just didn't know he can play drama like this. It gets emotional at times. You feel betrayed at certain times. There's a lot of backstabbing in this. There's a lot of broken trust in this show. But it has all the feels. And it's just a great show, man. Very well written, very well acted. The performances were great. Now, Julia Gardner. Like, I didn't know anything about her until Ozark. This was the role that put her on the map for me. And I love that. Shout out to Julia Gardner. Go watch Ozark. It was on Netflix before. I don't know if it still is. Number 1. And again, this is not in any order, but I saved this for number 1 because it dropped last night or today, or drops today. Go watch Stranger Things. All right? Watch it from season 1. I'm telling you, the final season dropped either last night or it drops tonight. And if you want a refresher, Go start it from season 1 again and binge watch up there. That's what I like to do. Or you can watch a little recap on YouTube. But go watch Stranger Things, bro. That is going to be what everyone is talking about for the next couple months. I promise you. It's the season finale. They going out with a bang, bro. We've watched these kids grow up. These kids were jits. They were youngins. They were youngins. And now they grown ass adults. I'm seeing 11 doing training montages, looking unathletic as hell, by the way. But nonetheless, she's doing training montages with her powers. And season 5, the final season, it's literally an end of an era. Everyone has been waiting for this new season, and it took too long. If you asked a lot of people, it took a really long time, but it's finally here. We're gonna see how it all ends. That is my top 10 list of TV shows to watch on streaming. I definitely missed some shows, okay? I'm not perfect, all right? Again, do not comment in my comments telling me that I missed some stuff. I know I missed some stuff, man, okay? But let me know what would be on your top 10. Don't tell me what I missed, because this is my opinion. If you weren't here for my opinion, click off the video. This is my top 10. If you have movies in your top 10, if you would take out a couple of, not movies, if you would take out a couple of shows out of my top 10 and input some of your shows in the top 10, let me know. But don't go and say I missed one. But I ain't missed shit. To break it down again. Number 10, It, Welcome to Derry. Number 9, Barry on HBO Max. Number 8, The Boys. Number 7, Gen V. Number 6, Invincible. Number 5, The Studio. Number 4, Snowfall. Number 3, WandaVision. Number 2, Ozark. And number 1, Stranger Things. This is All Things Entertainment. And of course, I am your host, William Thomas Alexander. I want to appreciate y'all continuous support. Bevel is on the way. It comes in on the 29th, y'all. I'm going to start using my beard products, and you guys are going to start seeing some beard growth. I promise you. All right. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll be back at the next video. You know what's crazy? All these shows that are on my list right now, because I have a list. All these shows that are on my list, they're probably all like 9 out of 10s. Every single show here is a 9 out of 10 or higher. Damn, I'm good at this shit.